To avoid being discovered by the passing police dog, George had to cover himself completely with trash. This way he could mask his scent. In the end, he successfully fooled the police dog. The reason George did this was because as a young man he had a bad temper and grew up poor. No school was willing to take him. By his teenage years he had become a street thug. One day he and his friend targeted a drunk man, followed him into an alley, planning to steal his wallet. But they suddenly realized that man was actually a cop. The two of them immediately ran for their lives. But a police car was already waiting at the corner, so they split up and ran. But there was no way to outrun a police car. George quickly hid under a house, but the cops had brought a police dog to search. In the end, George narrowly escaped. He had grown used to people's condescending looks, but deep down he still felt hurt. Until one day he saw a TV ad saying they help unemployed youth learn a trade and provide free food, medical care, and even a little pay. George saw hope and told his mom he wanted to ease her burden. His mom thought for a long time, then agreed to his request. She hoped this time George would stick with it. George joined the program. When he opened his backpack, he found a letter from his mom and a brand new pair of shoes. This made George determined to work hard. But before long, his new shoes were stolen. After watching for a few days, George finally confirmed who the thief was. The thief noticed he was being watched and locked himself inside a room. George punched the door open. At the critical moment, the supervisor arrived and stopped him. Saying he had damaged property and would be expelled, George naively tried to explain everything, but the supervisor would not listen. George quickly begged him, saying this was his only chance to change, and he was willing to do anything to make up for his mistake. The supervisor got exactly what he wanted and revealed his true intention. He wanted George to start boxing.